right, everybody, welcome to the week. I hope you're doing great. Hope everything is going well for you. This is going to be an interesting week. I'll talk about it a little bit more in the reading here, especially if it shows up. But this Wednesday, we are going to start our Healing the Heart workshop. Wednesday's Ascension group is kind of transforming into healing. All right, so if you want to jump onto that, there's a link in the description box below. Also, our Pathfinders group is on Wednesday, kind of a free for all for your questions. If you want me to pull cards or anything like that, that's a good place. That's a good group to join. All right, link is in the description box below. Let's see what's going on. We also have a class going on this week. Oh my God. This is about the changing lunar nodes. That's happening on the 17th. I want to give you guys some deep information. So if that's something you're interested in to figure out how this big karmic portal affects you this summer for the rest of the year, for the next 18 months, link in description box below. All right, orphaned. Between worlds. Oh, thank goodness. Higher power. So some of you might be going through some kind of difficult situations, like almost like I'm just getting the image of a diamond of coal being pressurized until it becomes a diamond. And I love this piece of citrine that I have here. I'm looking at that right when I'm talking about this, that there might be some relationships that do need to go from your life. And I feel like if you've already kind of accomplished some of these things and you're setting about a healing path, you're moving in a really solid direction for yourself. I want to validate that experience, that yes, you are going in the right direction. I just get the sense that there might be a little bit more of a reminder, okay, coming up here. We still have Saturn in retrograde, obviously, that's happening. I think we have Mercury opposite Pluto tomorrow, Mars moving into Virgo. So there can be some, I don't know, angry words or words exchanged that move you towards healing, that need to be said. All right. Some things need to be said that will change the trajectory of everything in a good way. Okay. So you might have people that you need to just kind of like, not blast, but just be like, say it out loud. Like, this isn't working for me, or what's going on here isn't good. You might feel initially a little disappointed that you even had to say this, but it's like, there's no other way. All right. There's no other way. Putting up boundaries is a good thing. All right. So 7 of Wands, the Page of Wands, 6 of Wands, the closure of the world. And then I'm getting the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. All right. So there's a lot going on here in terms of your own creativity, stepping into what you're here to do on this planet. I feel like you have a lot coming up for you, especially financially, in a good way. Some of you are putting up boundaries and overcoming some challenging family roles, or dealing with friends that are frenemies, or dealing with friends that take from you and don't really give anything back. Yeah, not good. All right, so Lovers, 8 of Swords, the Hermit, the Star, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the Page of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and the Fool. So this does look to me like I feel like you're making a choice to see somebody or take some action that's really positive in a healing way, but that other person hasn't done the same thing. Not in the same way. So it's just a mismatch. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Virgo, an Aquarius. And I feel like if you are doing healing work around your heart, if you're seeing where blind spots are, oh my goodness, finally seeing where your blind spots are, guess what? That makes you freaking Gandalf, okay? Because if we could see where our blind spots were, we wouldn't have these issues. It may not be pretty, okay? It may not be very easy, but it is the path forward. And I feel like some of you are finally saying your piece, finally saying the messages that you need to say what you need to say, right? The Page of Swords and the 5 of Wands. I am getting this Ten of Swords, which and the World, which is like, okay, we're done here with this kind of nonsense. If you're dealing with this kind of like, oh, I didn't know that this was this, that this situation was this relationship was about this, and you suddenly see it, and you're like, oh, wow, okay, I've got to then speak up. I can't just not say it. Nine of Wands. So Chariot, Ace of Swords, the Justice card, and the King of Swords. There's no other way around this. There's no way to move forward without being as authentic as you can possibly be. And big authenticity, Ace of Swords and the Justice card, King of Swords. This is not just like, hey, this isn't working for me. Because I think you wouldn't get the Ten of Swords. I think it's happening that way because this other person cannot reciprocate. So you're saying, this isn't working for me. What they don't say is, oh, how can we work on this? They don't say that. They're just like, oh, well, that's the way I want it. Pretty selfish. Pretty selfish. Always about them. It's always about them. So you're basically saying, listen, I think this relationship could actually work, but this is the thing that I need. I need something. I need reciprocity. I need more you to listen to me more. I need you to be fill in the blank, whatever it is. Whatever the thing is that's making this out of whack. I think you're finally seeing it, the Eight of Swords, and gaining the wisdom from seeing what's going on in a relationship that isn't working for you. This could be any kind of relationship, friendships, family relationships, lovers, whatever it is. And it's just like, this feels out of whack to me. Like, you might have somebody in your life that expects you to be front and center, listening to them, supporting them, doing everything. And they don't ask you hardly anything about yourself. They don't reciprocate. They don't really pay attention because it's really about them. That's what their focus is. And I think you're finally getting it. You know, maybe it's a long time coming, but I think you're finally understanding and starting to put up these boundaries, starting to say, you know what, not working. So Ten of Swords is pretty loud. I'm going to clarify that. Ten of Swords is pretty loud, and these are pretty loud. Ace of Swords and the Justice card. It's like, I got to say what I need. And there's no other way around it. And it does require the other person to change. The other person says, nope. All right, so clarify the Ten of Swords. Seven of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you have maybe made a lot of allowances for this person in your lifetime. I really want to focus on you here for a second, because I just feel like this is not necessarily a hacking off. Although the Ten of Swords does feel a little hackishness, like it does feel hackalicious, right? It feels a little bit like that. I think there is some kind of acrimony here. The Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, change, Fool. I'm really focusing on the Fool. The new path coming through the Hermit. This other person maybe thinks you're back on solid ground, and then you're like, okay, if we're going to have a relationship, then I need this, this, this. And they're like, oh, wait, I'm sorry. You need something from me? What? Heavens. What an imposition. No. So I just feel like you get this little sense here, the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. You're like, all right, you know what? Like, this is pretty much done for me. Like, you have another interaction with this person with your eyes wide open. And you're actually looking for things. You're actually, I'm not going to say you're setting any traps. I'm really not, because I don't think that's what it is. I think you want this person to reciprocate. But they're so into themselves. They're so all about themselves. There's no reciprocity here. And it's like, okay, you've like kind of proven it to yourself that you can just move on. I want to see, do I want to do that? No, I'll keep with this. Okay. Eight of Swords. Okay, I think you've held your tongue for a long time. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Like you haven't really given this person too much guff about their behavior. High Priestess. Okay, so this kind of thing, let's forget. I mean, you're walking away from this relationship, whatever it is, like whoever this is, this person is no longer going to be in your life. Okay. I feel like you're just walking. I don't feel like you have to have some kind of big closure ceremony, some kind of big deal conversation. I think you just like fade away. There is a little bit of hurt here for having to do that. I think this person is, you can't trust them emotionally. They're always kind of upside down, even though they say they're working on it and you think they're working on it, and that's fine, but it never shows up with you. It never shows up with you. So part of what's happening here is you're also learning a lot for the next situation. Okay. The King of Wands. I feel like this person is taking up valuable real estate in your friend circle. I think I said that last week, or your life relationship circle. We only have so much time that we can spend with people. We only have so much time in the day. And so this person was kind of taking up residence in a very senior kind of slot in your life. So you were giving them a lot of time and effort. You know, the message, this Page of Swords that comes in, let's see here. I'm looking for a little bit for the straw here. 7 of Cups, Queen of Cups, Tower. Okay, 4 of Cups. This person is super emotional, and like maybe again, this is all about them. This is all about them. Why are you changing the game? Why are you changing the rules? You know, this was fine with you for 10 years or something like that. Why isn't it fine with you anymore? And like, I think that they're going to have like a little baby meltdown here. I mean, Tower is nothing to sneeze at, but I think you just kind of go icy. King of Swords, go icy. I don't think you're engaging in this. And I think that that's something that you might have said to them. Like, I don't do these knockdown, drag out fights, or I don't do these kind of blow ups, or this is not, even worse here. I'm getting the feeling of like, I don't have the bandwidth to give you anymore to have some kind of big fight, because I don't want, it's not that you don't want it to change. It's that they're saying it's not going to change. And you're like, what's the point? What's the point? I feel like this is an important moment in time. This 2 of Cups here, important turning point here. Oh, this is not happening anytime soon. Oh, I see that. Like, you're not my friend. This is not happening anytime soon. I'm not. Maybe this is somebody, okay, in 2 weeks or 10 days. I feel like that this is not happening anytime soon can be about this person kind of getting it. Like, you're making a decision here to move on from this situation. I think you're going to be long gone before this person even realizes it. Okay. And then there's going to be this meltdown. So this Tower is not going to happen anytime soon, but the next 2 weeks or 10 days, really distancing yourself, really moving off in a new direction, which we are going to look at. Oh yeah, yes. All right. Awesome. The Sun and the Ace of Wands moving off in a happier direction. I'm going to dive deep into that in the extended. I'll pull cards for each zodiac sign to see if it matches up with your particular guidance or your particular situation. We'll get guidance for every sign. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on, people. All right. Link is in the description box below. I'll see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.